Before we jump into this build video, I want to let you guys know that you can win this ATV that you're about to see us build up within the next minute. Normally, YouTube doesn't even get the opportunity to enter towards winning something like this because we post it on Instagram and it sells out so quick and then the video comes out like 2 weeks later. If you want to enter, make that decision at the end of the video. Go to bonzigarage.com. You can purchase a digital download. There's 300 total. As soon as it is sold out, we draw the winner live on our Instagram. It's 115 per digital download. At the time that we're filming this, it's already halfway sold out. So if you want to enter, go to bonzigarage.com. That's how you can support us. Thank you. So today we're going to be building arguably one of the coolest Banshees to come out of the Bonzi garage. And I'll probably say this again in the future. Obviously the goal is to get better and better, but there's a specific reason why I say that this one's going to be the coolest. For the past year, I've been waiting for an exhaust system to come from South Africa. This is a PVR exhaust. This exhaust costs roughly about like $2,500 shipped to your door. Not many people have this exhaust system. I seen that he had made one and I was like, dude, I need one of those for a build. So pretty much the idea is reference based off of a Paul Turner exhaust system. Stainless steel and has been polished. One of the nicest exhaust systems that I've ever had in the palm of my hands, and I'm excited to use it. So I figured murdered out Banshee, stainless steel exhaust, and the silencers are carbon fiber. I told him that it would be on some stock cylinders with some porting. We're gonna start assembling this thing today. And as you can see, I've already started throwing some bolts on the cart here. Everything is freshly zinc coated. All of this stuff is OEM. Everything, including like engine mounts, the shifter, the foot brake, the foot pegs, everything looks super crispy. So I'm excited. Oh wow, I just realized this shit got a dent. I think in every single video, I probably say like pay attention to what you're powder coating before you powder coat it. This is a prime example of it. I don't know how the f I missed this. What a waste of a powder coated bumper. Now I need to get another OEM one and then powder coat it. We're gonna put a lot of money into this thing and one of you guys is gonna take it home. So let's start by assembling what we have. And then over the next couple of weeks, possibly even months, we will finish this thing up. This motor has very little ride time. I just pulled off the cylinders. They're like really, really crispy. I'm still gonna bore and hone them. I'm still gonna powder coat them, but the idea is I'm gonna use this case for this motor build. I could be mistaken, but the crank looks almost brand new. If this crank is brand new and we use it, I'll just do a little MX port job. Nothing too crazy, but you know, enough to give it a little bit of brap. That is the plan. We're gonna tear this down very, very quick. No play. Shit is brand new. I think like an instant giveaway, number one is the color of the rod. So we're definitely gonna end up running this. This is like $1,000 crank right here if you were to buy it brand new, so. All this is why your clutch is slipping. If you get the billet basket, you're gonna be grabbing instantly. You put a brand new OEM basket, this shit's gonna happen again. Get a billet basket. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss these. They're probably fine, but I don't have time to measure these. I just put brand new ones in. So we have the motor completely disassembled now. The bottom is really, really greasy. So something like this is gonna have to get like seriously degreased and power washed. The vapor hone can only do so much and then you're just fucking up all the media. So I'm gonna try and just clean this as good as I can by hand. I have some shit that I bought from like Brazil. It's meant for like underneath cars. This one is specifically for aluminum. Never tested it, but I'm gonna test it out today with this case and see how it comes out. It's all about the prep work in order to get that nice finished product. I don't think that chemical that I was talking about earlier works great on this stuff. Majority of the stuff is still caked up on there, but I feel like at this point, the vapor hone will be able to finish up whatever I couldn't get with the power washer. The majority of like the muck and shit came off, but definitely where like the sprocket is, that area with the paint and the grime, it's really, really hard to get off. So I think I'll wash it down and then throw some paint stripper on there. You can see like over here in these little fucking waffle crevices, this shit's caked. Completed the bottom end. The flywheel, not clean enough. I'm gonna end up vapor honing this. Same thing with the backing plate on the stator. Now what I'm gonna do is swap this out for an advanced timing plate. I am gonna do a set of 21cc domes. We'll advance the timing to a +4. It'll be nice billet on the back of this. And then the clutch basket, we're gonna tear that apart and put a billet one. Try and finish off the clutch cover side. This right here is why you have so much slip in your clutch. And it's a common thing with the OEM baskets. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grind down all these pins and we're gonna punch them out and we'll reuse the gear itself, but the basket is garbage. I only use the billet baskets. I don't use the gear, just the billet basket only. It'll replace all these pins with Allen key bolts. Loctite them, that way they don't back out. You'll grab way better with a billet basket. So the reason that these things get so much slack is the bushings get worn down. If you look at this one compared to this one, look how much smaller that shit is. The billet ones are nice because if your bushings go bad, you just buy new bushings. You just zip, 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 pop it right off, bolt it right back on. Whereas this, you gotta punch them out, so there's no, going back. Pop the stator off, put a brand new advanced timing plate on it. This is a Mod Quad one. Just gonna clean up some of these wires. Obviously it's a little bit dirty. This back plate I will keep because I'll end up using it on probably a stock machine that might come in with an advanced timing plate. Maybe I'll buy a stator down the line and there is no backing plate on it. So I never throw these out. I vapor hone them and they come out looking brand new. Cover side completely set up. All we need is a gasket, the billet cover. Same thing goes for the stator side cover. We're missing one bolt here. I have like a ton of OEM motor hardware getting zinc coated, so that'll be back in time. Please, if somebody watching from Mishimoto, just send us like 100 of these. We'd be very, very grateful. And we will give you endless, endless content of us putting this on every single machine that comes in here. This right here is a whole job in itself. So right now what I'm trying to find is linkage, collars, and dust caps so we can get this on there. So it's been a couple of weeks since we last worked on the 04 LE. Since we last worked on it, I got some parts in which we're gonna be installing today. Brand new Lone Star steering stem. This is a +1, and it comes with the adapter for the fatter bars, in which we're gonna be running the flex handlebars. These retail for like $400 to $500, pretty crazy, but it will help a lot with stabilization. And then we're gonna put some controls on the handlebars that we've had for a while. I don't have the front suspension. I don't have the front control arms. I don't have the rear suspension, so kind of like limited to what I can do right now. Just gradually finishing this one. Custom control arms from Full Flight Racing. I wanted to keep this one stock length chassis. I just didn't want to use stock control arms, so I had them make me a set of stock length aftermarket arms. Way stronger, come with Heim joints. Will match obviously the remainder of this Banshee. So I had them powder coated a semi-gloss black. They look almost a satin black. Not good. Just another fucking setback. I got some other electrical components we're going to be putting on. Brand new CDI, brand new regulator, and then I have a throttle I want to put together and a front master cylinder coming in today. I like to use a YFZ 450 from Master. If you've seen our previous videos, pretty much every build is getting one of these. They're a little expensive, but it's definitely well worth it. I'm going to be running steel braided lines, and it's going to go directly to the caliper, giving it a way better, response, cutting out the middle. It's about a week later. We had the control arms powder coated locally. We're gonna throw these on the ATV. The only thing is I'm missing the tie rods because those are still at powder coat. Last time that we worked on this Banshee, I think we were building the calipers, and then we put the plastics on, and I started taking some more parts off of it and using it for other builds, in which I do this all the time. So it's always like one step ahead, 10 steps back. Recently, I got a new stator cover, a billet one, in which we CNC'd the BG logo right there on the front where the stator goes. So we're gonna swap out the brand new OEM one that we have. I pulled off this cylinder set from my own personal Banshee, and the reason being is I needed a ported set of cylinders for this build. These have 5 minutes of runtime on them. Trinity set of cylinders that we recently had powder coated. I believe these are at a 64.5 bore. The Trinity logo, they engraved it and we just powder coated over it. That's why can't really see it, but if you look closely enough, it says Trinity 4. Brand new boots on it, brand new clamps, brand new V4's reeds. This motor was already leak down tested, so there's no leaks around the intake. Regardless of that, we're still gonna, leak down test this motor as soon as we put it on. A brand new mod quad head that has, the CNC around the sides. Yeah, we're gonna get the motor all together today, and then the best part is we will finally be able to put the PVR exhaust system on and hopefully get it started. But it all starts here. We gotta get the pistons and the cylinders on the Banshee. We're gonna be using Wasner 64.5, possibly even 64.25 because it says 2.5 on there. So maybe it's just only over a quarter. 2004 LE, it's been a long time coming. A lot of money invested into this one, and I still have to invest a lot of money. I still need the rear suspension, the wheels, and the tires. I stole the headlights recently. I have everything brand new to just build another set, getting right to it. We're gonna get pretty far with this thing today. Down testing this motor right now. We got 6 pounds of pressure. We're gonna leave it in for 6 minutes. Just keep an eye on that. Make sure that it's not dropping. If you guys with this and can see yourself using this on one of your machines, let us know in the comment section, and we'll just make a shitload of them in polished and black. I think black would probably sell the best, considering you could literally just throw it on a stock Banshee motor and it matches with the rest of it. Let us know in the comment section down below if you want this. We'll make it happen. It's gonna be a little bit expensive, but they're American made. They're sick. Flat and it hasn't moved. We're good to go. We're gonna continue. Next, what I'm gonna do is the best part about this build, because I can't wait any longer, and I'm gonna put the exhaust system on the machine. I think I'm like maybe one of 5 people that have this, and honestly, it could be even less. We're gonna put them on the Banshee now, and this is gonna be a first look with this PVR exhaust system. Off rip, just the fitment is 20 times better than any other Banshee exhaust system that I've used. Yeah, it definitely does look like a $3,000 pipe, that's for sure. Bottom spring that mounts to the engine mount on the exhaust, they have it on the outside of the frame, which is nice because most times it's on the inside of the frame. And when you're doing it like this, when the bike is on the ground, it could be not having to stand it up is nice. And you just pull it, boom, goes on easy. In every single Banshee, we use the same thing. Clots, Flex Drive 30. And since we have a billet lockout cover, we're gonna use 2 full quarts. 2 of these complete right up in there. Tomorrow what we need to do is run the coolant lines, add some fluid. Before I even do that, obviously clean up the original lines. I like the original one, and then you have the guard for that coolant hose in which we zinc coated. The carbs are set up with a 290 main and a 30 pilot jet. It might be a little rich, but I'd rather start off rich than lean, and we'll just adjust from there. I just ran the Tours eliminator cable. We vapor honed the carbs, put new lines on it so everything is super crispy. Ran to the motor, coolant inside. Obviously the oil we did yesterday. We have just a temporary gas tank. We're gonna try and fire this thing for the first time. As always, one thing that I always fucking forget, crossover tube. Fire right up. After I have my idle set, I'm gonna sync the carb slide. The right one is coming up first. I'm just gonna raise the left one up a little bit so they both leave at the exact same time. more parts for this sick 2004 LE. We put Fox in the front, and we're also putting Fox in the rear. Now, what I had planned on doing, swapping out this coil, but just getting it powder coated semi-gloss black, but I think I might run with the silver in the rear because it honestly matches really fucking good with the 04 LE graphic kit. As always, we have a YFZ 450 front master cylinder, which I think I already put one on this bike, but I ended up using it on another bike. So I bought another one. Here we have brand new OEM YFZ 450 front calipers, which are dual piston compared to the original one that's on a Banshee that's a single piston. You'll be able to do endos with the Banshee. So I'm excited to try this for the first time. The front master and the two calipers, $900 to $1,000, depending on where you're getting them from. We're gonna find out today if it's worth that amount. And the only thing that sucks about using these calipers, we're gonna have to eliminate this shield. You could cut it, it would just look like shit. So I'm just gonna run it without it. If you wanna put this setup on your bike, 2026 YFZ 450 front master and left and right caliper. That's what we got. That's about as far as you're going. Are you kidding me? Like if you want to get it to the grip, you really gotta you're going over the bars. Literally just with one finger, you're probably stopping. I think from now on, all the full restorations, I'll get those calipers. Having nice front brakes, I feel like is one of the biggest struggles with Banshees. Just upgrading the lines is a big difference. This is a major difference. We'll really be able to tell when I first ride this. We got another GYTR OEM aftermarket skid plate going on this thing. I used this on the recent 95 Banshee. I think it's pretty cool. We're gonna use it on this 04 We are very close to completing this 04 LE. Just about everything is here besides the wheels. Right here is the carbon fiber tank covers, in which were out of stock for a really long time. We got a brand new OEM seat, black and silver, because it's a little bit cheaper than the all black. I take it off, I put my own custom cover. This is the Bonzi Garage logo that I made for the Lightning McQueen Banshee specifically because inspiration comes from a Dynaport exhaust. I fell in love with this logo, and now I want to just use it on all the seat covers, in which I made a couple of these for other builds as well. So we're gonna just swap that out on that seat, clean up this tank a little bit, put some freshly zinced spacers in here, collars, whatever you wanna call them. We gotta put a brand new petcock on this, and then we can put that on, put the rad cover on, put the seat on, and that'll complete the Banshee up top. Lastly, what we're gonna have to do is the steering, which is very time consuming because you gotta keep popping the ball joint out of the steering knuckle. You can't tighten it. The only way to adjust it is by unscrewing it. It's not adjustable. I had a Chinese plunger on the carburetor just for the time being, so I bought a brand new OEM one. This bike is really nice. Bike is also very expensive. The funniest comment recently was somebody reached out. They have a Banshee and they were like, yo, I'm just looking to get an estimate. Like, I'm trying to get a Banshee restored. I got 2,000 to 3,000 to spend. I said, 2,000 to 3,000? The f are you gonna buy? 2-3 parts? You can't do shit with that. So if you're somebody watching this video, you have intentions of doing a restoration. If $2,000 to $3,000 is your budget, you're probably shopping on Temu. Another thing that I've been wanting to swap out, because I normally do this on more expensive builds. I'm gonna say this once, I'm gonna say this twice, I'm gonna say this 3 times, I'm gonna say this 20 times. This shit is game changer. If you're riding a Banshee for a really long time, and especially if you're wheeling it, you get the craziest arm pump. The lever on this throttle, I don't know what it is with this mechanism, but it is so much lighter. So I like to use these on majority of the Banshees. If I'm trying to stay within a budget, I'll use the OEM one, obviously freshly powder coated, but these are amazing. The YFZ 450 front masters, also game changer. And with this one, it's the first time that we did the calipers, and that shit's amazing too. These are definitely a couple little things that I would change if you're gonna go all out on a build like this one. constantly see people fucking not riveting these things, leaving them separated or putting a bolt in between it. 2 rivets go through the 2 holes here, 3/16, 5 millimeters. Sometimes, depending on which plastic it is, you might have to drill it out a little bit, but 3/16. Anybody that needs a black and silver seat cover, we got you covered. If you need them, hit us up on Instagram, 110 per cover. We're at the strip. It's gonna be the first time testing the 04 LE. It's another one of those cold, frigid days. We just finished doing the steering yesterday. That was a little bit of a bitch, I'm not gonna lie, popping off the ball joint out of the steering knuckle, constantly having to do that just to make sure that the wheel is level. I just purchased some wheels earlier today, some Kaiser wheels. I've never used them before, but they look pretty nice. We're gonna test it right now to see if we gotta make any sort of adjustments. First time, obviously, riding a Banshee with a PVR exhaust system. Dude, it's insane, the difference. Holy shit. I really think this thing will go up on both wheels. I would love to test it. Dude. What Banshee you know stopping like that? None. Dude, the brakes work amazing. The bike hits amazing. I think I'm gonna have to like just come back on a warmer day. It's so brutal, like so brutal. Moves. I'm gonna do a couple more passes and then pack this thing up, go back to the shop. Now it just looks 100 times better with the wheels. It makes or breaks it. Originally, I bought the wrong size tires. I had 21 by 6 by 10 or 7 by 10. I don't know how I f***ed that up. I always run 19 by 6 by 10 in the front, 18 by 10 by 10 in the rear. And it's either Sedona Bazooka or the street tires, which would be the Duro Scorcher. But the wheels make the bike look so much better. The last time that we came here, I think everything was great. There was one thing that I needed to do, and which I haven't done yet, and that's just adjust the spring tension on the brake pedal. When you press the brake pedal down, it's supposed to throw a signal to the rear tail light. It'll brighten up, letting the person know behind you that you're stopping. Right now, it's just a running brake light. It's just constantly bright. When you look at this Banshee and you see this exhaust system, it's just like so fucking sick. And not many people have it. I think, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm maybe like 1 of 5. And I ordered another set, and which will probably be here within the next couple of months, but it'll be titanium instead of stainless. So it'll be all rainbow color. Then we got another one coming that's more of like a T5 style. Banshee channel used it on his 04 Betty is what he calls it. They're gonna send me that exact same exhaust. I'm excited to use that. I don't know what I'm gonna put it on. It'll definitely be a build that's really, really nice, just like this one. But the idea with this one, stock chassis, all the best components that you could possibly get. I didn't know which wheels I was gonna use. I wanted to use OMF. I didn't want to sit around waiting for like 2 months to get them, so I went with these Kaiser Forge wheels, and which this is the first time I've ever used this wheel set. They're really, really nice, and they got the double bead-lock in the back. I think it came out amazing. So let us know right now if you made it this far in the video, how we did, and maybe what you would do differently with this build. I know a lot of people are constantly commenting, oh, I'll do a drag Banshee, oh, I'll do an extended Banshee. I would do that, but the market is not there for that stuff. The people that are entering to win these giveaways, they just want stock stuff. And it would be cool for, you know, the video's sake, but it would be hard for me to get rid of it. I like the stock chassis, and obviously we needed to have somewhat of a stock motor because that's what the exhaust was built for, and that's why this whole theme came about. I needed at least like 35,000 for this. When people hear those type of numbers, they probably think I'm fucking crazy, but literally everything is brand new. And if you wanted to know how much each individual part costs, you could simply go and do that, find out online. I mean, you got a brand new electrical system, harness, CDI, coil, regulator, over a rack right there. The front brake system, another rack. The wheels, another rack. The tires, another 400 bucks. The front suspension, the rear suspension, another 3,000. Everything adds up. Those days of Banshees being like 3-4 grand are no longer here. The reality is it's just dumb expensive. So it is what it is. As always, let us know what we should do next. Give me some cool ideas. I've got plenty of them, but it's always good to get some feedback and see what the people want. If it makes sense, we'll make it happen. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.